What's up, hackers? This is the 228 podcast. My name is Patrick. A lot of good stuff going on today. Thought I'd be sharing with you what's going on or what has been going on. Kind of been a little silent, but all for good things. So I got a lot of links for you guys. If you, for someone like myself that's learning how to hack ethically, help websites, fix their vulnerabilities, this is going to be the podcast for you. I have a whole host of links that I'll be sharing within this podcast, and this is probably going to be the defining moment in how 228 LLC works, and moving forward, what we're going to be doing. So with that in mind, the question is, how do you start hacking, or how do you learn how to hack? And pretty much from what I can see and what I can tell, you don't necessarily need to know programming. However, you do need to have maybe some web experience, developing a website or developing an app in an ecosystem, whether that be like a MERN stack or iOS, which is what I have. So I'm just gauging that on what I know and the things that I've experienced in the past almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in July, pretty much, for me and my tech journey. So how do one starts to get learning how to hack? I thought I'd put this together and share all the links that I know of that that'll get the wheels in motion and get you turning the fastest. So there's a couple of books that I got, and I'll put the description or the links in the description, and to make sure everybody is able to find it and get it. The first book I have is the Web Application Hacker's Handbook. Now, this is the guys from, they are from portswigger.com. They're the makers of Burp Suite, which is a hacking tool or a tool for hackers for just like recon, discovery, pen testing, brute forcing, you name it. This is their book. And this thing is a monster. It's a beast. Let's see, I have it on my desk right now so I can take a look at it. About 900 pages. That's included in the index. Great reference book. I've been trying to read it on my breaks at my night job, which is my day job. And a lot of stuff a lot of information there. A lot of great reference book. Just really good information. You can read it from cover to cover or pick and choose. I've been trying to read it cover to cover, but I haven't taken it to work with me because I kind of needed a break from it. Yeah, I have like 30-minute breaks, so it's tough to get a couple pages in 30 minutes and still have a break, I guess. But if you want it, that's where it is. Now, I will say this. There's two handbooks. You want to get the Web Hacking Application Hacker's Handbook, 2nd edition. That's the newest information. And the good thing about this is, with hacking, is that it's web information. A lot of things, a lot of tools change, but the sole premise of the books is solid. It's still relevant information. It's still good information. There's nothing. I haven't seen much that's been out of date. It's kind of like iOS 13 is coming out this year. Things don't change as fast as in web per se. So it's a very good, solid book to get. Again, it is a thick book. It's a 900-page book, so plenty of material to get into. The next book I have is Web Hacking 101, How to Make Money Hacking Ethically. Now, this is a Leanpub book. It's an EPUB. And this book, let's see if it says, by the author, is 98% complete. But you get it on Leanpub, and you can pay what you want. $10 is the minimum price. Suggested price is $24.99. Oh, and the Hacker's Handbook, I didn't get it brand new. I got it used. I think it came from a Goodwill in Florida, and it was $24. So, I mean, it was still, there's no writing in it, but you can tell it's got some wear and tear on it. But it's all still there. So with this, since the author put it on Leanpub, they earn money from whatever the book sells for. So I purchased it. You can get it at a minimum of $9.99. I purchased it for $15 because I know that that person, would want to maybe make some money and not give away their stuff. And what this does is this gives the author money, and it gives me a resource. So pretty much what this book's all about is, excuse me, this book is about all the exploits that are out there that you can use, and it's pretty much examples. All it is examples of vulnerability. Excuse me, I'll drink some water. All it is an example of the exploitations that are out there that you can use on a website to help them strengthen the security of their website. Very good book, very cool. It definitely exposes you to all the exploits that are out there. Another great resource. Just very good technical book. Not very technical, but I will say, like I said, having some web experience is a necessity. You don't have to have it, but when you're seeing source tags and scripts and anchor tags, you know exactly what those are. So it helps a little bit to know some web fundamentals, web development fundamentals and whatnot. That's a really good place to be. So those two books is a good place to start. So we'll get into some Twitter handles that you can use right after this sponsorship. All right, so one of the first guys that whenever I came across, I was transitioning into or thinking about going back into tech and looking into cybersecurity. So the first place I found a guy on YouTube. His name is STÖK, STO with the little dots on the top, K. And this guy is a hacker. I believe he's with Hacker 101. Looks like he's part of a hacker team called Red Team. But you can find his profile on Twitter, and I'll put the link in the description, and he's in this episode. But he had a great YouTube channel, or a great YouTube video about how to get started in bug bounty hunting. And this was all in my research into cybersecurity, and that's why I kind of went into bug bounty, because I needed something that I could do from home, that I could quite possibly either make some extra income or make all of my income in sitting behind my computer desks, which is something I love to do. So this guy is definitely one of the main motivators, or the main people that exposed me to bug bounty hunting and getting into it and seeing the culture in the community. I think it's one of the better communities that I've been a part of. Even with iOS, people were too busy and very little access to some people. But it seems like I get help from a lot of people in this community, which is great. But yeah, STÖK, I hope I'm saying his name right. I'll put his handle, his Twitter handle in the show notes for this episode. Also have Cody Brocious. He is the head hacker education at Hacker 101. This guy actually got me into the Discord for Hacker 101, Hacker 1, excuse me, and been super nice. Is on his stuff, knows his stuff. We've gone back and forth with music and stuff, which is really cool. But very good human being, and there's nothing I can't say that's bad about this guy. He is the real deal, and if you ever need help and you're doing bug bounty and all that good stuff, that's one to follow on Twitter, and I'll put his link in the show notes too. The other guy is Jason Haddix. Now he is the VP Research and Growth at Bug Crowd. Jason has a YouTube video about bug bounty methodology, and he uses it's I can't believe the resources that he uses, and I have a whole maybe 2 pages of notes from the stuff that he uses. But this guy is a solid guy to follow. He's building a community for Bug Crowd, so this is another main guy to follow. I'll put his link in the description too. A website that you can go and actually start. There's really 2 dominating platforms right now for bug bounty: Hacker One and Bug Crowd. And they also have some resources on their website to help you get motivated and get you into bug bounty hunting as quickly as possible. I've been working and using Hacker One because they have a few, I wouldn't say they have a barrier to entry, but in order to proof yourself, they have a couple of programs on to help you get started. And one of those websites, and I'll link this one as well, is hacker101.com. And what that does is it exposes you to capture the flags, which is you perform a certain thing to a website. You might break a password, which is what I'm doing right now as I'm recording this, or you could fix some order data and just different vulnerabilities that you can do to these websites. And a flag pops up, and it's got a flag on one end, flag on the other, and it's got a string of numbers and letters. You submit that and you get points. So I think what you get is, if you get 26 points, then you're able to be invited into some bug bounty programs. So that's kind of what I'm working on and getting that done. Another source is bugcrowd.com, which is the other major platform. These guys, both these Hacker One and Bug Crowd, they have great communities. They have people to learn from. They have people that can help mentor you when they have the time. You just have to be respectful of those times. Very good stuff. Bug Crowd University, I think it takes you to their videos. far as essentials, yeah, they have a whole list of videos that you can watch from Jason Haddix and the rest of the crew. But I'll link those in the show notes as well. And what else? Right now, and this is over the past, I guess, 3 or 4 weeks. What's today? Today is Monday. The past 3 or 4 weeks, I've pretty much gone from not knowing what the hell is going on to using Burp Suite, which is a good penetration reconnaissance application for Mac. I'm on a Mac. The other one I use is I've used OWASP Zap, which is an open source pen testing, brute forcing kind of deal, and I'm also using an open source program on the command line, which I haven't done any command line work in a while, but I'm using Hydra for a password cracker. So very cool stuff. But the most important thing for this episode is the links that I'll be sharing inside the podcast once I get all this put together and out there for you. But that's kind of the direction we're going. And if you want to start bug bounty hunting yourself or looking into it, look at the resources. Check out HackerOne. Check out BugCrowd, and that'll get you on your way. All right. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey, podcast listener. Thank you for your time and listening to this podcast episode. Please leave a review on whatever platform that you listen to this podcast on. The feedback will greatly help us develop a better podcast. Also, visit the website, 228.com. That's TWOTWENTY, the number 8.com. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.